Nice thing about having this big podium is I get to spread things out
Yes.
a lot.
They're smaller in the main sanctuary. Is it a smaller space?
No, yes, a little bit, but I still spread myself out in there too.
Okay.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. We have this nice certificate that I just signed, and you guys can take this home with you. Most of the time, we have like also a cantor and a member of the board who's present. So if you would like, I could also keep this and have a couple of other people sign.
Totally fine, just like that. Thank you, it's beautiful.
That's perfect, just the way it is.
Okay. Oh, okay. You ready to put your pants on?
Oh, sure. Question, when do you say talit and when do you say talis?
Good question, and it's crazy. It's a crazy answer. They're both correct, and there's no difference about when you say it.
Okay.
But talis is the Ashkenazi, kind of more Yiddish dialect way of saying the word, so that's more how traditional. Most of us in the congregation are Ashkenazi Jews.
Okay.
That is our tradition to say talis, just like Shabbos. But the Sephardic pronunciation is talit
I see.
and Shabbat. And the state of Israel uses Sephardic pronunciation with modern Hebrew. So the Reform movement went along with that and adopted Sephardic pronunciation for everything. So that's why Reform Jews will generally say Shabbat Shalom,
Yes.
or have a good Shabbat. And Orthodox Jews, if they're more Yiddish, will say good Shabbos.
Shabbos. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yiddish is good Shabbos. Good Shabbos.
And German Yiddish complicated.
Right. Yeah. So, all right. So, you don't have the blessing on here, so, but that's okay. I'm going to read it to you anyway.
This is Grace's great-grandmother's talis that she wore at her bat mitzvah
I
at
remember.
75 or something.
And I wrote mine, and then our aunt and uncle got married under it too.
And our uncle converted. Ron,
Yeah.
we were at first conversion.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so before we put it on, we're going to say a blessing. It's the blessing that thanks God and praises God and refers to wrapping ourselves, the commandment to wrap ourselves in these tzitzit, these fringes. So yeah, you can do the same thing. So what you want you to get up to and hold the talis so that this part of it, whether you have a blessing or not, is facing.
Blessing us.
Yeah, it's the same way here, right? So let's do the blessing. It's Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam,
Elohim melech haolam,
asher kidshanu,
asher kidshanu,
b'mitzvotav,
b'mitzvotav,
v'tzivanu,
v'tzivanu,
lehit atef,
atef,
v'tzitzit.
v'tzitzit.
Okay, so then we flip it around, kind of like we're super. You might be more comfortable if we fold it up in half. This is fine, but it might be that like your dad and I both have talises that are a little bit smaller, and I think you might come here. Let me take it off for you,
I folded mine today.
and you do it like this.
And you don't have a cape behind you.
So now.
more proportion.
Okay. Would you grab 4, I guess? And Grace is going to say later in her introduction to the Torah reading, she's going to say you can turn to the Torah commentaries to follow along. So if you want to do that, you can grab those too, but you don't need to begin the Torah commentaries. And let's see, how are we going to begin this service? Let's find out if the recording has started.
That would be good. I was about to mention that too. I was like, okay.
Hey, is it going?
Oh, yeah, I'm all good. I'm ready to go.
It's on? So we can just go ahead and start?
Oh, yeah, I'm on the slide right now. Just waiting for you to go to the announcements. Yeah.
So as soon as we start, it's going to be recording.
Yeah,
Or it'll be
we're
broadcast.
everything's good. Oh, yeah, I got it on the now.
Okay, so this is fun and nice, and really hope it's a joyous moment for this family.
And thank you.
It's an honor for me to be a part of it.
We appreciate having it this way.
Why don't we turn to page 128? Yeah, you can sit. We're going to start with a Shabbat song, which you may or may not know, but it's really easy. Page 128. We're going to do this second song here, Ma Yafeh Hayom, which just means how lovely, it says below there, how lovely today is, and Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. So try that again with me. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Now it's just Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. So Shabbat Shalom. Grace, I know you've put a lot of work into today, and I know this is a day that the family has looked forward to. In a moment, we're gonna really just jump in, and you're gonna do the prayers that you've prepared to lead. But let's take a moment now for your parents to just stand with you, and Liz, you can stand together too with them if they invite you into their circle. This is just a chance for you to share a blessing with her. All right, on page 124, there's a reading that we're going to do that just brings us into this space of prayer. So would you read responsively with me in the reading on the bottom of page 124? May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to endure. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. We're reading responsively, your turn. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, a doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. All right, Grace, you're going to come forward. You can put your prayer book down at your seat. And it is your time to lead us in prayer, so you're going to start right there.
We continue with the tefillah on page 226. Please join me as we chant the prayers on the next 2 pages together.
And we're going to rise. All stand.
Adonai, Sephai Tivta, Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zoher Hasdei Avot v'Imohot, U'Mevi Gidula Livnei V'Neihem, Leman Shmo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'Ezras Hara. We continue in responsive prayer on page 220.
Say this page number here.
On page 347. Our fathers and mothers prayed, each through their own experience of God, each through their own visions which we have come to share.
Abraham, with the fervor of justice, pleaded the cause of cities. Sarah, in the pain of waiting, dared to hope for new life.
Isaac, meditating alone in the field, lifted his eyes to find love. Rebekah asked for the ability to discern God's call.
Jacob climbed the rungs of his night into heaven, seeking destiny. Leah dreamed of love, and Rachel sought harmony.
We, as they, seek God's presence. We continue together on page 230 with Givurah.
It's on page 346. It's because we are in a different sanctuary and we have different books.
Okay,
Yeah.
346. Ata gibor le'olam Adonai, mehaye hakol, ata rav lehoshia, mashiv harua, umorid hagashen, mehakel chayim behesed, mehaye hakol berachamim rabbi, someh noflim verofe holim, umatir ashurim. Umekayem munato li shenei afar, micha mocha bagivurot, umidomela, melech memit umekayem, umatmia Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lehayot hakol, baruch atah Adonai mehayeh hakol. We continue responsively on the next page. Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good and not evil.
You are the source of life and blessing. Help us to choose life for ourselves and our children.
You are the support of the falling. Help us to lift up the fallen.
You are the author of freedom. Help us to free the captive.
You are our hope in death as in life. Help us to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good.
For blessing and not for curse. For life and not death. For abundance, not want. We continue with the Kiddusha on page 350.
לקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו, מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ורחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai HaKadosh Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. Our service continues on page 230.
It's on page...
On page 200.
Sorry. With the Kaddish prayer on page 352.
On page 352 with the Kaddish prayer about Shabbat. Please join me. Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu, v'imotenu, v'ritzei v'menuchatenu, kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'tein chelkenu v'torachecha, sabe'enu mituvecha, v'ahamchenu b'yeshuatecha,
v'taher libeinu le'ovdecha be'emet.
Please join me responsively on page 235.
353.
353. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and hands, we give praise.
For the peace in us, which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For the gift of Shabbat, which renews us for life, we offer blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Good job, Grace. Doing an excellent, excellent job. You can go sit down for just a few moments. On page 355, we'll do these last prayers of the Tefillah section of our service. Let's read responsively again. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer to life, to peace, and to joy. May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, worth in our study of Torah. Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess, and cleanse our hearts to serve life well. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer in life, in peace, and in joy. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadecha b'yirah na'avod. And there's a prayer of thanksgiving on page 357. Let's read that together. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. Adonai our God, how majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulacha na'eh lehodot. And then we turn the page to our prayer for peace, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol eit ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם. And now we take a few moments for silent prayer. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן, ואמרו אמן. Okay, now it's time to take out the Torah and for Grace to read from the Torah portion she has prepared for a long time to do. We're going to turn to page 366, and let's all come to the Ark and get ready for the Torah passing, and we'll chant these words together. Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Le'amo Yisrael B'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Okay, so let's come over here, and Grace, you're going to stand. I'm going to put you, Grace, right here and facing the podium. Okay, who's going to hand her the Torah?
Can you do that or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, everyone's going to put their prayer books down. Just set it down on the podium here. And Eric standing right next to Grace, and then Sarah next to Eric.
Okay.
And Liv, you can just come join us over here on this
Oh,
side,
this
Sarah. Okay? And grab your
Oh.
sheet. This, in a way, is the most significant moment of the afternoon because it symbolizes the passing down of Torah through generations. Generations that came before those who are represented here as well, even though I know not everybody's in this room right now. But it's an important moment for many people in your family and many generations of your family. So you're going to participate in the passing just by touching. Okay, Eric, I'm going to give it to you. Thank you. And so you're going to go ahead and hand the Torah to Grace. And Grace, you hold it for a moment. And just so that you can hear in the recording as well, step up a little bit, and you're going to read this to us.
Okay. Grace, may you cherish the message of this Torah. It is a guidebook passed down from generations of Jews before you who have kept Judaism alive. We take great pride in this day in your acceptance of Torah. This responsibility requires strength, knowledge, commitment, and love. Today you have brought these qualities to the Jewish people and therefore are a part of the link of the chain of Jewish tradition. May you embrace Torah your whole life.
Amen. Okay, so now, Liv, would you undress the Torah? You're going to be the undresser as well as the dresser. You can put those down on the table right there. And then take the yod off too. Set it on the podium right behind me. And then take the whole cover mantle off. That's right. Slide it all the way off and just put it on the chair right behind you. And all of you can, except for Grace, can go and sit down.
Okay.
And we're going to do the Torah reading. Except Liv, you're the first aliyah, so you come stand right over here. Over here on this side. Excuse me, Grace. I'm going to find this spot for you. Okay, Grace, step right up here.
The Torah portion for this Shabbat that I will be reading is called Terumah. It comes from the book of Exodus, and my Hebrew reading begins with chapter 25, verse 1. In this portion, God tells Moses to have the Israelites bring gifts for the ark that would be carried in the portable tabernacle. This portion includes the famous line that adorns the entrance to our sanctuary, "Let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them." You can find the Torah reading in the Torah commentary books located at your seat, beginning on page 545.
Okay, here you go. You're going to use this to read. You can take that and you can just put your wrist through there, your arm through there. There you go. And the first aliyah is going to be your sister, Liv. Ta'amod l'aliyah la Torah.
Baruch,
Baruch
Baruch et Adonai Hamborah.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Okay.
Amen. Vayidaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. Daber el bnei Yisrael vayikuli teruma me'e kol ish asher yivenu livo tiku et terumati vizo hatruma asher tiku meitam zahavet unhoshet v'tchelet v'argaman v'tola'at shani v'shesh v'izim ve'orot elim me'odamim ve'orot techashim
Batzei shitim. Beautiful. Good job. A blessing after, Liv?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hayeh olam nata b'Eloheinu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Okay, Liv, you're going to come and stand over here on this other side next to me. Just watch out for the guitar. And we're going to bring both of your parents up here for the second aliyah. Ya'amdu l'aliyah LaTorah. You step up and see the blessing right there on the sheet.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Do you remember where you were?
No.
Okay. So, I think you're right. There.
Amen. Shemen lamaor. Besamim l'shemen chamishcha. Veliktoret chasamim. Abne shocham. Vavne meloim. La'ifot shin veloshi. Lo mikdash. Vishanti betoham. Keho. Asher ani marach otecha. Et tanit chamishcha. Tavnit kol kelav vechein tasu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. And now, Grace, we're going to call you by your Hebrew name, okay? As a bat mitzvah. Tamod habachura habat mitzvah Chana bat Michael b'sara l'aliyah LaTorah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ve'asu Aaron atzei shitim amatayim v'chetzi arko v'ne'ema v'chetzi rachbo v'ne'ema v'chetzi komato v'tzipita oto sahav tahor mibai umihut tetapenu v'sita alav sahav saviv ve'atzakalo Arba tabaot zahav v'natata al arba pa'amotav v'sha
Ushtei
tabaot al salu chashenit
al tzal'o ha'echat
chayechat ushte tabaot al salu
ha'shenit.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Good job. Mazel tov. Yasher koach, we say, is like that's the wish that you give to somebody who did a really good job on something in a service, and it means may the power be with you, or I like to say may the force be with you. Good job. So now we're going to dress the Torah. Liv is going to dress the Torah. So, Liv, if you would take start with the cover, and you're going to hold it. That's right, yeah, separate both of the flaps like that. And put it over. Perfect. And then the yod goes over the right hand eights, right there. And then both of the crowns. V'zot ha'Torah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael Alti Adonai Eyad Moshe. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Okay, you're going to sit and you're going to share with us your teaching that you have prepared. Okay, nice and slow. Enjoy yourselves. Okay.
Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to remember all the children who perished in the Holocaust, especially Gidel Eisenberg, who I'm dedicating my bat mitzvah to. She was born in Warsaw, Poland in 1930 and died when she was only 12 and did not get the chance to have a bat mitzvah. I am very thankful for this amazing opportunity to become a bat mitzvah on this special day. My Torah portion is about people coming together to create the tabernacle. As the tabernacle was being built, God commanded the Israelites to bring many various materials, such as fine yarns, animal skins, and spices. God also commanded the people to help through their creativity and passions. They were then able to create the tabernacle by using their own interests. When everyone came together, they were able to create a sacred space where they were inspired to worship as they pleased. Just like how the Israelites worked together to create the tabernacle, our community works best when everyone does their role. A similar example is a school group project that allows everyone to play their part to make a finished product. I've participated in many different group projects over the years, and I've enjoyed meeting new people along the way and seeing how the finished product turns out with everyone's different contributions. Humans have many unique skills and talents that make this world sacred and inspirational, like the tabernacle. NIH, National Institutes of Health, is an example of a place that has many people working together to make it as important as it is. NIH is very special to me as it helps patients struggling with different kinds of medical challenges. It also is a meaningful place for a family, as my mom was treated there for a rare condition and is now doing very well. That is why for my bat mitzvah project, I've chosen to collect and donate money to NIH. A memorable message from my Torah portion is we should all remember to share our individual gifts and talents with the world. This may be on a soccer team, school band performance, or a work presentation. I know I will personally keep sharing my gifts during an orchestra concert, a field hockey scrimmage, or a French presentation. Finally, I'd like to thank my wonderful Hebrew teacher, Ms. Heller. She was patient, kind, and helped support me on this journey to this day. I'd also like to thank my family and the team at TRS. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Grace. Great teaching and really meaningful, and you found ways to make your mitzvah project and all of your bat mitzvah experience meaningful for you and for your family. There's a line, a verse in the Torah portion that's just a couple of verses after the part that you read. It's talking about instructions for what the Israelites are supposed to do in making the tabernacle, and which is actually called the Mishkan, which appropriately is the name that we use for this sanctuary, because it's a second sanctuary. It's another place for us to find holiness. And one of the instructions, the instruction that it gives, it's just 3 verses after the part that you read in this Torah portion, is an instruction to put poles right around the ark, to put poles in the ark that will hold the Ark of the Covenant, the tablets with the 10 Commandments. And it just says that the poles will be in there. But in the rabbinical commentary that looks at these verses and that studies these instructions many hundreds and thousands of years later, Rashi, the great commentator, adds an interpretation that the poles were to remain there forever. And it brings up a question, why? This was a portable, right? This tabernacle was a portable sanctuary that the people made so that they could carry with them from place to place. And why was it so important to our tradition, especially to this great commentator Rashi, to emphasize that these poles not only were supposed to be there for when they set up camp, or even until they built the temple in Jerusalem, but why forever? Into every generation, all the way up including even today's generation. And I hope that it's a message that might resonate with you as you look back on this moment, because the tabernacle and your Torah portion not only symbolize something that helped the Israelites carry God with them and carry the tradition with them during their years of wandering, their 40 years of wandering in the wilderness. But also, really, I think are intended to show that wherever we are, whatever we do with our lives, and whatever stage we're in our lives, we can carry that with us. That there's a permanence to that moving tabernacle, and there's also a portability, right, or an ability to carry with us the permanence of those poles in your Torah portion, and everything that you built by attaching yourself to this tradition and learning about it and teaching it to us, that you'll bring these prayers that you learned, the teachings that you, not only for your bat mitzvah, but for all of your time learning, which I know will continue in Jewish tradition, that you'll carry them with you, and they'll be a grounding for you and a sense of permanence no matter what. There's a song that I want to offer you, and I'm going to recruit your family. If you would come in and join, I printed out lyrics. And this is about, we just talked about the journey of the Israelites in the wilderness, and this is about another aspect of the journey of the Jewish people, when God commands Abraham, the first Jew, to Lech Lecha, to go forth from he and Sarah, to go forth from their home and go to a place that God will show them. They don't know what their destination is exactly, but it's the beginning of a journey to new things and a journey to finding blessing. So this is kind of a marking. This moment is a marking in your life. Sometimes we talk about it as being a Jewish adult, but we're not really an adult yet, right? But it's a marking along the way that is the end of certain parts of a journey and the beginning of other parts of a journey. So I don't know if you are familiar with this melody, but if you are, I hope you'll join. Lechi la to a land that I will show you. To a place you do not know. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. And I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi lach, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat chayim, lesimchat chayim, lesimchat chayim, lechi lach, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Amen. I put a bag of gifts for you. Sarah, would you just grab that and bring that over? These are gifts from the temple community, and you can look in there and check them out. One of the gifts I think you have over here is the certificate, which is designed by a member of the temple. So it's kind of nice. It's a beautiful thing. So maybe you'll put it on your wall and you'll use that to remember today. And also there's a gift. There are gifts in here. Let's see. Let's open it up because we don't really remember all the time what's in here. I'm not usually the one who makes these announcements. This is a Kiddush cup that is from the clergy. This is a gift from us that hopefully you will use to make your Shabbat a little bit more beautiful and pleasant. This is a beautiful bracelet with a chamsa on it, and I do not know where that is from, but it's really, really nice. And There should be a couple of other things in here that I'm going to find for you. One of them is a travel mug from Tristy, our youth group, and the other is a gift certificate for future travel to Israel, if you might be able to use that. So let that be, it's probably not your first bat mitzvah gift, but maybe let it be your first, symbolically, your first gift. And let's close this moment with singing one more Oseh Shalom, okay? Because we hope that all of our prayers and all of our teachings bring us shalom, bring us peace, and also shalom means wholeness. So wishing that for you and your family on this really happy day. Oseh Shalom bimroma, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. 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 Mazel tov. Yay. And for all of you out there and for everyone watching this video in posterity and days to come, Mazel tov to Grace.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can we take these?
Yeah, you can certainly have any of that.
Thank you.
Sure. Where are you guys going to dinner?
Oh, don't laugh. Are we recorded the Cheesecake Factory?
Awesome.
Do you get to go
love
home
it.
now? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
My daughter's birthday weekend.
Oh my gosh, well, thank you for sharing it with us.
Oh, sure. She's going to hang out with her family for the entire birthday, so. Actually, her birthday's tomorrow, so. But
15?
my wife Jamie is like really into birthdays, so it's like the whole week is, dedicated to
Festivities.